Hi, this is Jerry Lambie. I'm with eXp Realty and I service the Northeast Wisconsin area, around Green Bay, Appleton, Neenah, Menasha. We have the Fox Valley here, and I have done a lot of business with seniors over the years, and it's really something that people really need to know more about. So I'm here to talk to you about the downsizing aspect of going from your family home to your new perfect home. So it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of steps, and I wanted to just go through the steps with you one by one so that you can actually make the process so much easier for yourself. So the first step that we want to talk about is the benefits of downsizing and the importance of a plan. So, first of all, there's less maintenance. So, a smaller home will require less upkeep, everything pretty much on the main level, um, a lot less space than what you really need um, for getting yourself to take care of it. And so the smaller house would mean lower costs. So you don't have to, heat the whole upstairs, downstairs. That's a big house when you have your whole family in there and when you're just the one of you or the two of you. Um, it gets to be a little daunting. So why not just cut your costs and use that for more freedom to be able to do more things, to spend the money on the gas that keeps going up, or dinners that you can pay for at a restaurant instead of having to cook at home. So you can use that savings for more fun things for yourself. And it also is better on your health because it doesn't give you a heart attack thinking about everything that you have to do from the time you get up until the time you go to bed. So that brings us to the importance of a plan. So when you're downsizing, there's many decisions that have to be made, and not to take them lightly, but to make the decisions based on where your heart tells you and what you really need to do that makes you're going to make your life less stressful. So, first of all, you want to have a goal. So, identify the goal, and maybe it's this closet today. Or maybe it's, another part of the house. Just, don't overwhelm yourself with the whole house thinking in your mind. Just do one room, one closet, whatever your situation is at a time. So that way you're just going through and not stressing over the whole house. Um, so set yourself a timeline. So if you are thinking that, if you give yourself enough time, then this whole process will be a lot smoother for you. So let's just say that, you want to, by Christmas, maybe you want to be someplace where it's going to be more manageable for you. So we'll take, one room at a time. This week we're going to do this room. This week we're going to do this room. And then make your piles. This is, we don't need. This is we're going to donate. This is we're going to throw away. And so that way, at least you can narrow down those items. If you're not sure, have a not sure pile until it's hard to know where you're going to want to go when you don't even have a place in mind that you're going. So, sometimes it's like, well, I would like to keep this, but, I may or may not have the room. That's on the, well, let's see pile, but we'll definitely have a pile where we're going to donate, throw away, all those things, when your youngest child was in kindergarten 30 years ago, you have the box of, maybe keep one just for a memory, but you don't need the whole box. And, if your children are anything like mine, they don't want it either. So you might as well just enjoy the memories and, that you had, and those will always be in your heart. You don't need to have a piece of paper to tell you that. So then you want to have a budget. So on your budget, what is your cost of, where you're going to go? So again, until you know where you're going, that's another thing that's going to be hard to know. If you have a home to sell and you want to buy a home, that's going to depend on how much equity you have. And if you've been living there for a lot of years, you probably have a good amount of equity. So you may be able to look at taking the money from your home, the equity that you've earned over the years of living there, and using that to purchase cash on a something smaller. And that way, you don't have to worry about having a payment either. You can just move into something smaller and you'd be all set with that. Your utility bills would be less, so your actual but monthly budget would reduce in payments. So that's helpful too. And then with the support, so you're going to need people to help you pack, help you go through the closets. You know, as a resource group, we have all kinds of those types of people in our pocket. So anytime you need a person to help you with packing, moving, I mean, whatever it might be, we can help you get through that process. Um, so the next step would be selling your home. So, strategies for selling your home um, is going to be basically deciding whether or not you want to go to an apartment or you want to go to actual another home, that sort of thing. So let's just say that you're going to want to buy another house. So you want to probably have an idea of the size, if you are looking at furniture, if you're looking at, um, there's going to be things that you're going to want to sell. Maybe you want to have an estate sale or something like that. Um, but before deciding, it's important to assess like what your new space might be. I know that a lot of people may have collectibles in hutches, and if you know the market right now, hutches are really hard to sell. Many people are repurposing them and using them for other things. I did see a DIY project where they had actually turned it into a greenhouse. So, I guess, you can have all kinds of ideas of where you think what you want to do with it. But, some of those bigger items, just some of the, the secondhand stores and things they're hard to find places that really want unless you have something really pristine or everyone's value is different. But that's kind of the things that you want to think about with that. And then your financial planning, moving forward, what you want to do with that, help with the movers. I've had folks that have moved out of state to move with their family. So in that case, they don't really need hardly anything. Um, helping people with estate sales. We have people we can hook you up with that would go through and determine things that I've worked with a lot of folks that are moving to apartments from 25, 3,000 square foot homes. So it can be very daunting when you're trying to figure out um, where you wanna, what you want to take and what you want to keep, and um, how much of that, you really, really want to carry on with. So, with all that in mind, um, when you're deciding where you want to go, think about those options too, because one of the things that really make a difference is when you're going to the senior living places. Um, that's something that you have folks your age around you. You have different activities. You can share stories, you can play cards, you can sometimes there's a pool, so you can have the pool, the clubhouse, things like that. Going to a condo, 55 and over apartments, or if you just like having your own home, then living in a neighborhood where you have to decide which kinds of things that you're interested in. So um, that's kind of step by step. I'm around in the area. If there's anything that I can do to help guide you through this process, um, I'm here and happy to help. We are the Next Generation Resource Group, and we are located in Appleton, Wisconsin. And you can reach us directly at 920-249-5075. Enjoy your day, and we love our seniors, and we are here to lend a hand and help you out at all times.